morning, welcome to a vlog. Today is Monday and I'm aiming to start this week as productive, but it will probably taper off as the week progresses and my sleep deprivation just compounds. The baby, is currently asleep right now, so I'm figuring it would be the perfect moment to do this update. So I've got a couple of things on this week in terms of appointments and goals, which I'll get into a bit later. I'm also still reading my book, The Will of the Many, and I'm only at 17% still, which is very unfortunate, but I wanted to make a lot more progress this week if I can, because I think I've got mother's group today and then they might want to catch up again later in the week. My family has been away and they're coming back, so they probably want to come over and see the baby. So I'll probably have like social things around appointments, and I'm like, how am I busier on maternity leave than I feel like I was at work? Anyway, so I've got a couple of things happening clearly, but also reading is something I want to make happen this week too. So cross your fingers that that works out for me, because sometimes I go, oh yeah, I'll read when the baby's asleep, and then the baby just doesn't sleep for that day, or he cat naps for 10, 15, 20 minutes instead of more than an hour, so I can't actually read because, you know, I've got to entertain him and look after him, and he's just started playing and recognizing his hands. So I'm hoping that if I sit near him while he plays with his like a little mobile toy, then I might be able to read, but I'm not sure yet. I've never tried that before. So ultimately, reading, social events and appointments are the thing that's happening this week. It's about 11 o'clock on Monday and I've just got my coffee. I've just had a quick breakfast. I might have second breakfast actually, because my breakfast was like a pastry, so I might have some oats or something to be a bit more substantial. You know, I am feeding a baby with breast milk, so I need to actually have nutrients, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go do that and maybe read today. We've also got someone here working on something exciting, so I'll show you that later as well. Now, this is the exciting thing that I was talking about. It might just look like giant Lego now that I look at it properly, but it will be a wood fire pizza oven. So we've got someone here coming consistently this week to build this giant bench, and then the next phase of the oven will be where the oven actually sits on top of the bench. But for now, it's just the bench. This is an expensive project, but it's going to be so worthwhile, and we're both so excited about it. It's Tuesday evening. I've got my yogurt snack. Dave and the boy are over there playing, and I don't have anything interesting to add. Tomorrow morning, I'm hoping to get a kids bookshelf that is releasing from Aldi. So I'm going to get up early, take the boy, and hopefully go and buy one, because I would love to put one over in that corner. And if everything works out and goes to plan, I will show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's setting up for high expectations, so cross your fingers that I actually get it. I've been so tired today though, but I've managed to do a little bit of reading. I'm now 25% into The Will of the Many. And I need to get my physical copy and look up how to pronounce the actual characters' names, because I don't know a lot of them. So that's something that future me needs to do. Okay, we've made it. I'm in the parking lot. The little baby is asleep though, and I feel really bad because as soon as we get out of the car, he's gonna wake up. So hopefully he goes back to sleep while I'm pushing him around inside, but I'm excited. Let's hope there's a bookshelf waiting for me. It's like 8:30 in the morning, so surely they haven't sold out yet. They've only just opened, so I think I'm gonna be okay. But there's still that, oh, Aldi sells out of stuff so fast in my brain, so the sooner I can get in there, the better. And then I'll get a coffee and have breakfast and then feed the little boy again, and it'll be a great time. So wish me luck. It's now 12:30 and I'd like to report that it was a mission success. We do have the bookshelf, thank goodness. He's already got a bunch of books as gifts, so it will be awesome to assemble this bookshelf and have all of those on display. And then when he's old enough, he can go and choose them himself. But even though he's only like 2.5 months old, he still really likes a story being read to him, because when you are showing the images, he's tracking them and he's learning, and that's his play for now, because, you know, he can't interact with very much. He's kind of still a potato. So the fact that he can look and develop his brain is a good thing, but he's getting frustrated because I haven't played with him more. The thing he's staring at hasn't been moved by me. So he's like, Mama, why are you solitary? Why are you still? Also, he's got hiccups and he's not having a great time. And then after, you know, we got back and everything, we got settled, I was hoping that he'd sleep again so that I could continue reading, but that hasn't really happened. So I'm hoping maybe later today. I am in bed right now. Like, it is going to be a bed day and I'm not going to move from bed because I've got something on tomorrow and then on Friday as well, and then 2 things on Saturday and then Sunday. So because we've got
stuff going on. I just want to chill out while I can. Ideally, I'd read more of this and take more notes. And aside from that, I also wanted to mention just how well this book is doing its tropes. It's obviously got the orphan main character, and that's Viz. His parents were destroyed by the hierarchy. They were colonized, destroyed. Viz is the one who survived, and he really is seen to experience and feel that trauma as like a deep soul part of his characterization, because whenever he's interacting with other characters in the story to kind of sell the lies of who he is, because he can't tell them the truth, he very much taps into the grief and the raw emotions of his past in order to sell what he's trying to convince people of. Because, yeah, if he's found out, he's not going to end well for him. He's going to have to cede his will to this hierarchy, this like magic pyramid scheme, and he's never going to be able to escape. So ultimately he's trying to escape, but in doing that he needs to go to this academy and be a spy and try and solve this conspiracy murder. And in doing that he'll be set up with a position that means he won't cede his will to get that position. He'll just be acclaimed from leaving the academy pretty well off. So that is kind of why he's gone to the academy and taken this deal, because it means that in the long run he won't have to cede his will. He won't have to be on the run from the hierarchy and them tracking him down. So that is his motivation. And I also just love the magical school trope in this story, because it's sold as like a Roman-inspired school, right? So it's going to be super cutthroat. I know it's super cutthroat. It's cutthroat for a reason. It's got a lot of politically strong old families that send their kids there. So what happens in the school with the kids really sets up the politics for the future. So that's why it's cutthroat, because it's so rooted in real life for these characters in this world and these families. Oh, it's just such a good book. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but he is getting a bit restless, so I had better go now, and I'll check in when I can. I don't know if I'm going to build the bookshelf today. I might not have time. Maybe I'll build it tomorrow after I go out for a walk in the morning. We'll see what happens. But I will obviously keep you updated, because I still haven't shown you where I plan to put it, so I will do that.
Hello, it's now almost 5 o'clock, and I thought I'd show you where I want to put the kids' bookshelf when I eventually figure out how to assemble it. Me and building furniture is just not a combination that you really want in your life. But I need to get rid of, well, not get rid of, but rearrange where this shelf is going to go. I actually don't know where I want the shelf to be, but I've got to put the books in my study/office. So I don't know if they're even going to fit on the shelves in there. We've got all of my fruits basket collection and then a whole bunch of comic graphic novels. So will I unhaul some? Maybe, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Good afternoon. I was gonna say good morning, but that's a lie. It's now Thursday. I went out this morning. It's supposed to be spring, but honestly it is so cold and rainy. So part of me regrets going out, because it would have been so nice to stay indoors. But now I've got the little man sleeping on me, and I'm just about to sit down and watch TV, because I do have my Kindle here, but my brain is so cooked that I need to switch it off and just enjoy some television, honestly. Continuing my watch of Lone Star. I think I'm on season 4 now, so I'm making excellent progress.
It's Thursday evening. You'll have to excuse the heater. It has been absolutely freezing. Like I said, it's supposed to be spring, but I've just been so grumpy because of how cold I've been today, and obviously lack of sleep as well. So today has just not been a great day. It's not been a bad day, it's just not been a great day. And I've also really struggled with the boy in the past couple of hours. Like, he's been quite unsettled. He's asleep right now, which is great, but yeah, very unsettled. So I'm not in the greatest of moods. I also tried putting that bookshelf together and barely got started before he cracked it. So that's not happened yet. It will happen, just not today, definitely not today. And I also realized that it's the 2nd of October, and Halloween has not been a thing really in Australia when I was growing up, but it is in the area we live now that I'm obviously older. And so it's really nice to see stores just doing Halloween stuff and kids now getting into it. So I'm really excited for him to experience Halloween, because I didn't really get to. But anyway, that aside, we've gotten a couple of different Halloween things. The decorations are so expensive, so I would have got a lot more, but this is just what I decided to get at the moment. We've got some cute little hand towels here for the kitchen. Look at them. Oh, they're so adorable. Then we've got whatever this thing is. I think it just hangs off a bench and they're giant ghost buddies. They're so cute. I plan on putting them up there on the bench when people come over for Halloween, so perfect. And last but not least, a tablecloth, because you can't go wrong with a tablecloth. So that's my Halloween haul. This is the aforementioned bookshelf. Clearly that's where the boy was sitting before he cracked it. And I got a total of this much done. That's it. So applaud me. This is a huge achievement, apparently. Hi, it's Friday. I'm in a much better mood than I was yesterday. Obviously still tired. I think I'm going to be tired for the next 18 years of his life. But anyway, we had an appointment this morning, and then on the way back we got some food, and then we got back and somehow it's already almost 1 o'clock. I don't know where the day went. That's ridiculous to me. I still haven't done any reading, but the plan was to update the vlog and do some editing just while he is asleep on me, because if he doesn't require my attention to change, settle, feed or play, then it means that I've got a bit of time for me, and I can either spend it eating, drinking, showering or cleaning or doing my hobby, and this time I'm choosing my hobby. Unfortunately that hobby is editing, not reading, but it will come. It's Friday. No, it's not Friday, it's Saturday. Ignore me, I have no concept of time. The boy has been super clingy today, but he's now just settling with his dad right here, lying in almost sunshine. It's a nice day today. It's actually feeling like a nice warm spring day rather than a terrible, miserable winter day. And I'm also happy to report that I've read over a third of the book. And I got the physical copy because I've been meaning to for days and I just haven't. So I can now show you that I am, you can't really tell, but I'm a third into it, so 32%. And they've just gone to the Naumachia, and I had to look up the pronunciation of that, and it's the big gladiatorial arena where there is a huge naval battle and they pipe in water, so it's like an ocean with 30 ships or something ridiculous, and something huge goes down at that gladiatorial battle. And then after the event, I'm going to call it an event, VIDS does something and that kind of elevates him to people's notice, so he can't really join the academy now unnoticed. Everyone kind of knows his name, and he's thinking that is going to go against his mission and he's going to try and be a spy, and it's not really going to work. But ultimately you want to be known and named when you go to the academy because it elevates your acclaim. And knowing what I know about the end of the book and his journey to get there, reading it again is just such a treat. Like, I can see so many little bits of foreshadowing, like so minuscule, they're like breadcrumbs, and it's so enjoyable. So again, I'm just having a great time, but I've only got until probably the end of this month to finish this book if I want to be able to script, record and edit a recap video before the sequel, The Strength of the Few, comes out. So that is my goal, to really rock it on reading this book. And it's really hard to when the little boy is feeling a bit clingy, but ultimately he's happy, he's fed, he's just a good little egg. So as long as he's happy, we're happy. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's so wiggly and cute. I can't deal with it right now. Hi boys.
Hi. Oh, yeah.
Hi boys.
Hello.
They're so cute. Oh my goodness. We could honestly do this all day. Here is an update on the pizza oven. It's going to have concrete poured in a couple of days time, and that's going to make that bench. At the moment they've got all of the the scaffolding holding up where the concrete's going to get poured, and all that steel on the top there, that's going to support the concrete. So exciting times. It's all coming together. Also, I just noticed that Dave's shoes are hanging up there to dry. Hello, it is Monday, and we're just going to ignore the fact that I didn't vlog on the weekend at all. But the good news is that the bookshelf is finished. How good does that look? I'll have to anchor it to something with these little holes so that when he's grabbing the books, he doesn't pull the bookshelf onto himself. And I may or may not have asked my dad to help me with the last section, so I didn't even build this myself, but I got 90% of the way there, so that's an achievement. Unfortunately, I've not read any more of my book. Actually, that's a lie. I read one page and that's it. So yeah, the weekend got very busy and very out of hand. But now we've started the new week, so I'm looking forward to sitting down and getting some reading done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll chat to you down in the comments and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!